Hello, it is such an honor to be here. I am very excited to be sharing the app that Sophia and I developed during this hackathon. However, before we even start talking about the app, I want to acknowledge a problem. A problem that's been around for a while, but that's been really exemplified with COVID. I remember being in my virtual math class when suddenly I was kicked out of Zoom and not a single Chrome tab wouldn't show me the jumping dinosaur of doom. I spent the entire day frantically trying to get in touch with my teachers, yet I was completely shut out from the internet. Unbeknownst to me, there was a library that's about a block away from my apartment, and it has a perfectly scrumptious Wi-Fi connection that could have saved me a couple of gray hairs. Now, I speak from a privileged standpoint where Wi-Fi crashes are generally rare. However, for thousands of students across the nation, bad Wi-Fi has stolen opportunities, impacted academics, and isolated people. In addition, for low-income families which are at a higher risk of Wi-Fi instability, missing classes can be devastating due to generally a lack of student-teacher attention in large public schools. This was an issue a friend of mine faced during lockdown. So knowing the devastating consequences and exclusion unstable Wi-Fi brings to students, Sophia and I felt passionate about attempting to provide a solution. We spent all of yesterday listing down ideas and settled on what became WifiHunter. WifiHunter is a non-internet dependent app that provides a map of free Wi-Fi hotspots, including the network name and, if applicable, password. There is also a login capability for users to be able to save their favorite Wi-Fi locations. The app was built using Expo React Native and Visual Studio Code. We also used YouTube to learn how to configure the map and locations with React Native, free San Francisco Wi-Fi datasets we found online, and of course, a bookmarked React Native developer doc. Challenges included a lot of bugs during the setting up of the workspace, manipulating the Wi-Fi hotspot data, and getting the Google Map to work. Yet through perseverance and Stack Overflow, we were able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, during the ideation process, Sophia and I questioned whether there were more than enough Wi-Fi locator platforms on the market, and if our app was actually adding value. However, we realized that maps on the internet that listed Wi-Fi locations didn't provide information about how pleasant or unpleasant a Wi-Fi location was, how strong the Wi-Fi is, small functionalities like providing a phone number to either the cafe or library institute, nor being able to save a Wi-Fi location. We realized that our app was pushing the boundaries of pre-existing functionalities to improve the user experience. Due to the time constraint of this hackathon, we only implemented the core structure of the app. However, we definitely plan to set up a Firebase database to collect users' inputted Wi-Fis, ratings, and comments about each Wi-Fi location. Right now, we are using outsourced data, but we want to create our own user-generated data set filled with Wi-Fi locations internationally. So thank you for listening to our presentation. We would love to hear any thoughts, questions, or feedback. Our app is submitting for the track of social inclusion. Thank you again.